all the time
Hey,
in the
Sir!
world. Gotta fix my mic.
Too many more glasses. Okay, I'm good.
Glasses are expensive as fuck. Oh yeah, we gotta try not to cuss too much either. It's gonna
Keep
be
it family friendly.
that's gonna be super duper hard.
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, man. Without sounding corny, this is the first episode to our podcast called "It Be Like That," presented by 309. This right here, this young man right here is actually the co-host to this show, and his name is,
The name's Nels, short for Nelson. What's up?
and my name is Rudy Smith with two H's. This podcast was created to really just to get like-minded people on just the same platform and really just discuss creative values and just have conversations with one another about everything about life and just all that good stuff. Um,
Oh yeah.
I just want to say one thing is that I know that there's been a lot of people expecting this podcast. I've been telling a lot of people about this podcast. This could have been done 3 weeks ago, just to let you know, but I low-key messed it up. I got really intoxicated. Um,
Well, we both did. I mean, I was pretty gone too.
man,
I handled it better, but I was pretty fucked up too.
it's all good, bro. We're gonna bleep that out. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. We'll bleep it out. I gotta try to figure out how to bleep it out, but I'm pretty sure I could find somebody. But yeah, you honestly handled it a lot better. I don't think I do well with tequila, to be honest with you. And the reason why I say I don't do well with tequila is because remember when I was 13, I actually got alcohol poisoning, and it's because I drank a lot of tequila
Damn.
and
That's
just
rough.
light liquor like that in general. So I personally, that's the reason why I don't like to drink light liquor at all, and that's why I'm a Hennessy guy. Like I love Hennessy because of that. It never gets me sick. The week prior, or I think 2 weeks ago, I had went to a party and I drank Hennessy. I drank almost a whole bottle of Hennessy, like the $40 bottle of
Yeah.
Hennessy, and I only had a hangover for an hour in the morning, and that was it. When I woke up the next morning, I thought I was okay. I was feeling okay. I was like, "Yo, Junior, let's get to work." And you're like, let's chill a little bit."
Oh
And
man.
I came downstairs, I ate, and as soon as I ate, that was it for me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the following morning, yeah, that was really rough. I just did not want to get out of bed. Like any slight movement would just make my guts feel very uneasy. Like I would have to throw up or something. Like I'm just gonna lay in bed for a while, and that's why I was up there for like what 4 or so hours after I woke up.
In all honesty, I don't know how you had to, like, I don't even know how you drove home. Like really, I really don't know how you drove home.
I had 2 cups of coffee before leaving, and almost a whole bottle of Powerade. But you know what? It kind of bit me in the ass. Not even an hour and a half after. So like
Yeah.
I left here. I thought I was good. Then maybe 20, 30 minutes into my drive back home, I started to feel the urge. I had to go pee. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I'm gonna have to like hold it in,
Hey, good job on not cussing though.
you.
That's great. That's great.
Trying to catch myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I just told myself, you know what, I'll just hold it in. It's 40, 50 minutes till I get home. That shouldn't be so bad. But of course, it was building up, and like as you get older, you can't do things that you could in your youth.
That's
And
facts.
yeah,
Facts.
and so like I thought, like, yeah, if I hold it in for an hour, I'll be fine. But you know what? I held it in for what 50, 55 minutes. I like I just broke down. Like right as soon as I got out of the freeway, And like I still have my GPS on. Like okay, I'm like 6-7 minutes away from home. I'm like, I can't hold it in. I can't hold it. I can't hold it in anymore. And so I went to like a residential neighborhood. I just like immediately just made a right turn. I pulled over and like I got out of the car. And before I was able to take my member out,
Yeah.
I'm already pissing myself. I'm like, oh
Wait,
man.
wait. You piss yourself?
A little bit. I mean, I'm stepping out. Like I've been holding it for so long. So like I pulled the zipper down and
That's
like
crazy.
my boys just go, just letting loose. Like no, not yet. And I just whip it out and handle my business. And that was a heavy 45 seconds or so before I drove back. The next 3-4 minutes to get home. And of course, shower to change and all that. But yeah, after that, I'll make sure to, if I've had any liquids here, make sure to, chill for like an hour or so. Make sure it's really out before I start driving. Because I don't want that to happen again. Because that wasn't very fun.
To be honest with you, these are the reason why. And I had this conversation with somebody at work. Because I was just like, man, my friend Seven, shout out to Seven, asked me like, so did you get the podcast going? I said, bro, I messed up, bro. I ended up on the toilet throwing up everywhere, man. Just it was a wild night. My mom found me. All I know is my mom was stripping me of my clothes, and I guess I threw up all over myself, and I just woke up in my bed, But those are the reason why, like, I tell myself I'm not gonna drink ever, but low key, I think I am going to drink again, but just not tequila. I'm just not. I'm away from tequila from moving forward. I'm just going to stick with Hennessy. Hennessy never ever does any harm to me, ever.
That's cool. I don't know. I have like a weird relationship with alcohol. I feel like as long as I have some water in between drinks, I'll be fine. Doesn't matter what I'm drinking, except for gin. I can't do gin at all. There's something about it. It just hits me the wrong way.
Gin, I never had gin. I don't think I have gin. What's a gin drink consist of? Like
gin and juice.
Classic. I've never had gin though. To be honest with you, I never had gin. I don't even know what gin looks like. Like what's a brand?
Tanqueray. It's like a green bottle, kind of fat.
I guess I'm just not with the culture. I don't even have friends that drink gin.
Really?
I don't know anybody that drinks gin.
Yeah, I don't think I know anyone either. But hey, I mean, there's people out there. Otherwise, there won't be songs about it or different brands and what have you. But I just cannot do gin at all.
That's crazy. Just liquor. Liquor is just a crazy thing that we indulge in, and it just sometimes it kills us, man.
No, yeah. When I wake up with the aftermath, I tell myself, you know what? I'm not gonna drink ever again.
We end up doing it.
Yeah, like a week or two later, it's like, I'll have a little drink. Why not? But
it's crazy, man. To be honest, I want you guys to actually hit us up on our Instagram, and it's 309_, or just hit us on under the comments and tell us the craziest hangover you've had, just an experience that you had with a hangover where you told yourself you're not going to drink anymore. Just leave some comments, DM us, just talk
some stories.
Yeah, share stories, talk to us, we talk back. We want to hear what you guys experience, but oh shit, oh damn over here cussing and stuff, man, my bad. But yeah, man, so on latest news, man, how was your week?
The week was very uneventful. Just spent the time chilling, meditating, trying to figure things out.
Meditate, bro?
From time to time. I tell myself I should meditate more, but yeah, I rarely do it. But when I do, it's nice. It really does help.
Like a full blown, like you're in the stance and everything type of meditation?
Sit with the legs crossed, arms in my laps, back straight, eyes closed, just focus on your breathing in and out. Just try to cancel out all the BS around you, That's what I do. sometimes I'll have like a guided meditation, something off YouTube, or
Yeah.
just some like mellow instrumental music, like just something to help keep me calm while I sit and just reflect. You know.
I hear you. To be honest with you, before I started this new job, doing concrete work, and my hours shifted, like back when I was working at T-Mobile, I used to try to wake up every morning at 5 o'clock to really just not hear a sound, because 5 o'clock, everybody's really in bed. My dogs aren't even awake. And just to let you guys know, you guys might hear my dogs. I apologize for that. They're wild. They get annoying sometimes, but I love them. But yeah, it's just really quiet, and I just breathe. I breathe and I give thanks as well. I think that's what I used to do. I wish I could do it still. I mean, from time to time, I give thanks and, just breathe, but it's not, I like consistent. I like being consistent with stuff like that. That's one of my things that I've been trying to do as of recently, is be when I do anything, is to be consistent. Do you do that on a consistent basis?
I do not. I am consistently inconsistent myself.
At least you're being consistent at something, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's all good though, man. I mean, I wanna be more consistent when it comes to stuff like that. Man, I'm sorry. We just have a potty mouth. There's a lot of back end stuff that I gotta fix, but I'm sorry. But yeah, man. There's a lot of things that I really like. I'm really working on as just an individual, and I'm pretty sure everybody else wants to do the same thing. Same thing of doing the same thing. We're humans. We make mistakes. I think one thing that I've actually been doing is every night before I go to sleep, I tell myself what I'm going to do the next day. Even though there's days where I don't know what I'm doing, but I still try to figure. I still try to put in play things that I know I can do, and that's what kind of like been mellowing me out. But yeah, man, my week, man, has been wild, man. Just working all day, every single day, Monday through Friday. Only interesting thing I did today was that I did a 10K run today. I was the last person to actually get there. I arrived 30 minutes late, bro.
Oh shit.
It's all good, man. Maybe we won't get too much trouble, but I arrived 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
And I was the last person for like a cool 3 miles, and I caught up to like 20 different people, and I did the fastest time. So I'm actually kind of happy that I did that. I never didn't think that I could do an hour. I could do a 10K in an hour. Usually my practice is like an hour and 30 minutes, but those are practice. But yeah, man, that's like the only cool thing that's happened this week. A lot of cool things coming up. You guys are going to see a lot of cool things. So stay in the loop. Just keep an eye out on us. There's a lot of vlogs that we're working on, a lot of interviews that we're working on, just a lot of content coming out. This is one of the stuff that, that we're going to start doing is this podcast. This, just to let you guys know, this is my cousin. This is my older cousin.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This guy right here actually influenced my life in different ways. Just music and just a lot of different things. Like one thing I remember with this guy is just the music influence, really. This guy had an eclectic sound of, it wasn't hip hop. It wasn't hip hop at the time or anything. I don't even think you ever listened to hip hop, huh?
Not so much back in the day. Now I'm a lot more lax. I listen to hip hop. Well, if it's something that piques my interest, there are some I just like.
Like what? Can you name an artist that you listen to right now?
Right now, for sure. Let's see. Run the Jewels. I'm not sure. A lot of people, they don't consider them hip hop. It's weird. I mean, these dudes are rapping, doing their thing, but there's like a lot of heavy synth. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. What is that? Are you listening to electronica? Like, what? No, dude, it's you don't hear the homies laying down the rhymes,
Yeah.
sharing their stories and what have you. But no, yeah. Let's see. Let's Run the Jewels. I've been listening to a little bit of Childish Gambino.
How you like Childish Gambino, bro?
I dig him. It's really cool. I really need to listen to a lot of his older stuff. I just heard the latest one. I don't think it was the latest one. The album that had Redbone in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. I listened to it for a good while when it came out. Who else? Saul Williams.
I never heard of him. I gotta actually look into him.
Dude's dope. I dig it. He's very upfront about a lot of the messed up things going on in the world that everyone just chooses to ignore. It's like, hey, just keep on checking out our social media, listen to celebrities and what have you. But there's more in the world that a lot of people choose to be ignorant about, which is very unfortunate. But I mean, thankfully we have people such as Saul Williams, and I'm hoping that we could also shed some light on stuff that's kind of whack out there.
Yeah, you know what, and yeah, we're this platform is to put just really cool people on. I work with a lot of cool people. We just did an interview with Cam Gnarly. You're gonna see him coming up on our page. Really cool dude, all about positivity. He actually has like a movement called the Posse Wave. Positive movement wave.
All right.
So
That's
he's
cool.
all about just positivity, not talking about anything negative. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm into a lot of ratchet ignorant stuff though, but it just has to sound good, and I think that's just because I like music that hits me in the back, and I feel that shit in my neck afterwards. I just like turning up sometimes.
Hey, don't we all?
I like turning up. I like something I could drink my Hennessy to. I'm a big fan of YG. YG is actually one of my favorite artists. People kind of bug out because they hear me say YG is my favorite artist. He just has the booty shaking music. Booty shaking music. I love booty. I love booty shaking. Not me personally, but I like to see booty being shaken.
Man. I mean, who doesn't love seeing booty shaking?
Yeah, but yeah, man, this guy right here, yeah, he just put me on to like a different avenue of music. Like I remember a few artists that you really put me on. Well, number one is 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails is probably something a lot of you viewers don't. Would you consider them being underground? Because I didn't personally, growing up, hear a lot of people knowing who 9 Inch Nails was.
No, I wouldn't say they're underground. They're definitely more on the mainstream side of things. They were, I think they hit their peak in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
And I mean, since then they've had plenty of releases here and there, but I don't think they've sent out shock waves across the music industry like they did back in the day. Not that like any of the things they have released since then is like not to the same level. I mean, some of the stuff is I still feel is like really brilliant stuff that really hits hard. Like sometimes you don't have to be messed up on some hardcore drugs to
Facts.
Have that anger to write your poetry and produce it to music or what have you. Let's see, the front man Trent Reznor, I believe
one of the sickest persons. He's just a really talented person.
Yeah, and I believe he went sober in the early 2000s, and everyone's like, "Oh wow, he's sober. He's the music's not gonna suck now," because like I mean, okay, yeah, sure, stuff from the 90s. You could tell he was like really messed up on stuff, but
it was dope.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
March
like
of the Pigs.
The lyrics and all that is like it's super poetic. Like
step right up.
Yeah, definitely.
March.
Push, crawl right up.
Bro, come on, bro. Like that was a classic joint.
Hell yeah. But I mean, ever since he's gone clean, there are people that have been doubting him or whatever. But I mean, since then he's released album after album after album, Like like he's a lot older now, married, kids, but sometimes our circumstances change, but we
Yeah.
still have that anger, you know, whether it's politics, music industry, or what have you. There's always something that you could do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
man, that's crazy, man. To be honest with you, that's so crazy how like a lot of different artists, like a lot of artists out here are on some type of substance, and you can hear the difference between the music. Like right now, for example, that 9 Inch Nails, like you can hear the substance is different. Like it was different. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But I haven't listened to them in a while. I only listen if I listen to them. I only listen to 90s. I haven't listened to their early on. Later work. But from what I remember, it wasn't as aggressive. It wasn't that 9 Inch Nails sound. It was more kind of laid back, softer.
A little bit, yeah.
It
Definitely.
sounded like they all had kids and it was all dads at that point. Back in the 90s, it sounded like they were just raging out. They weren't dads and all that stuff. All now you look at them and they all look like they're dads.
Yeah.
Like they shop at Costco. and
yeah.
And that's like everywhere. That's in a lot of different type of music, even in hip hop. A lot of different artists use substance and their music just kind of was better than what it was, and it kind of sucks for me to say that, but it just kind of sucks that they relied on that substance to make good content. I wish they could have just done it without it, because there's a lot of dope artists that don't do drugs like that, go crazy on drugs, and their sounds shows like you know what? A perfect example, Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane don't do like lean or anything like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to do a lot of lean. His music still kind of sounds the same, if not better. It's like more commercial and just has. No, Gucci Mane's always been top dog. I ain't gonna lie. Dang, Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne would be kind of one when he was on his heavy substance. Sipping cough syrup and stuff like that. Did have like a lot. I remember Brian is his brother, my cousin as well. He used to always listen to him all the time when we were younger. And I remember that was when Lil Wayne was blowing up, was the time when I was hanging out with you a little bit more and listening to what you were listening to. So I didn't like him that much. So I really don't remember how great he was. But then I went back when I got older, and he was actually really good. But it's crazy, man. And, it's just mad crazy. Just drugs. Drugs is just a wild thing, man. It can inspire, and then it could also,
it could also destroy.
It just really depends on the user, I guess, right? Or what do you think?
I think there's many different factors that really affect everything that goes on with someone. For some people, they're cool just trying a little something, little bit by bit. But some people, they try it, they want more, and they keep on, piling, and it just leads them to a very self-destructive spiral. Yeah.
You know what's funny, man?
Yeah.
I sometimes I think I use a substance, and when I say substance, it could be alcohol or just smoking weed or cigarettes or whatever. When I say substance, I'm talking liquor. So I use liquor not to inspire, just to kind of like get the edge, not even the edge, because I'm not I don't get nervous really. I think it's just to multiply myself by 10. I'm already a hype dude, and I just multiply myself by 10. But the point I was trying to get to is, me personally, I don't like being under the influence while working, man. I hate it because I can't get. Last week, or was it last week?
No, that was 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago was the prime example why I can't do it. I don't know. I don't have a limit. Do you think a lot of people know their limit, or kind of have that mindset that I had that day? Like,
No, yeah. I think it comes down to that. A lot of people they think they know their limit, but then they get way past it, and it's they've gone way past the point of no return, and
yeah,
they fall hard on their ass.
yeah. To be honest with you, I thought I was good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was just buzz. How many shots did we take?
I want to say 8 each.
8. Ooh.
Maybe more, maybe less, but it was a whole bottle of tequila, about yay big. We split it 50-50. It was, I think they were like 2-ounce shots though, so they were like, yeah, they're pretty heavy.
You know what's funny? I remember going into the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it just snuck up on me.
Mm.
It just snuck up on me. Like, I really thought I was good, because I was gonna set up the camera, right, and I was gonna watch a YouTube video just to set it up correctly, but I went to the bathroom and I just never came back out. I just never came back out, and just to my point, I personally, it sucks that these people need that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. They could probably make some tight stuff. I feel like I come up with cool ideas. But you know what? I never tried anything crazy. I think the craziest I've ever tried was like sipping lean, tried a Xanax bar. That's it. That's like the craziest. So I really can't speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking. And just to let you guys know, when we talk and we speak on things, it's on our personal opinion. You don't have to think the same way, or if you think differently, leave a comment, reach out to us.
Yeah.
Are you okay with putting your Instagram?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, so his Instagram is going to be down below in the description. We're going to have all the information where you can just come talk to us. Come talk to us.
We don't have to agree on everything.
We don't have to agree on anything.
That's why we're here, for the conversation.
That's what we're here for, is conversation. So if you have a different opinion on things, feel free to always put a comment down below. I also like this video as well. For you that are listening to this on like iTunes or Spotify, share this with other people, or just hit us up. Like I said, just hit us up on something. But yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
when I did lean, bro, to be honest with you, I just felt lazy. Yeah. And I think that's why I never did it again, because I don't like feeling lazy. Well, what's kind of the stuff that you did, and like what kind of levels did it put you on?
I've tried a lot of stuff, but I think I actually have tried lean once, maybe a year or so ago. But like, I
How'd
didn't
you
really
like
have a
that?
lot. I just took a few sips, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting.
What you mix it with?
I do not recall. One of my homies, a coworker, he pre-prepped it and he just gave it to me. Mind you, we were on the clock.
He brought lean to work.
Yeah, not sure if you guys know, or like, I mean, it's kind of like an open secret, but a lot of people in the food industry, I mean, they can't work sober because it's a very super stressful job.
I think a lot of people don't work sober, don't like working sober, bro.
Yeah, well, it's even more so in the food industry. Like, I saw a lot of stuff.
For reals?
Yeah, like, well, I mean, we also worked right next to a popular music venue.
Yeah.
And so like we were also homies with bartenders.
Oh yeah,
security
3
guards.
Dot, right?
No,
Or is this another job? Is this at the pizza spot?
Yeah, pizza spot. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and yeah, not to burn anyone out, but there were also, some people left and right that were they all had their own vices. I'm like, you know what, that makes sense, because like sometimes when you gotta deal with a lot of people, is you need something to just like, all right, cool, help you out next. But let's see, stuff I've tried, of course, alcohol. Who hasn't had some alcohol?
Yeah.
We're in California. Smoked a little bit of the devil's lettuce. It's that reefer. Let's see, I've also messed around with some psychedelics, acid, mushrooms, and
talk about the levels that like each one of those put you on. Like, let's go back to the lean. How did that make you feel?
All right. The lean, well, I didn't really drink a lot. I mean, my coworker, he prepped it. He just told me to try it. I'm just like me being like
Nervous?
suspicious
Oh yeah, because
of
it's
a
just
lot
a
of
random
things. I'm
drink.
like, what is this, man? He's like, just drink it, fool. I'm like, all right, whatever. I tried it. It tasted all right, but then he told me what it was. I'm like, oh, all right, that's cool. I drank a bit more, but I was like, you know what? I don't think it's for me. Thank you. But honestly, I think he made it for himself, but he just wanted me to try it because up to that point I've never had it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I really had enough to really help me come to like a consensus to it.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I was already pretty drunk. Cause,
I think when I did lean, it made me feel like a couch potato.
yeah.
Just like the definition of a couch potato. Just it made me feel like the couch. I
all right.
became. I think I went to a hookah bar right afterwards. We did the lean. We put the syrup in and some fruit punch, Minute Maid fruit punch. That's what we did it, and yeah, I just remember I became the couch at the hookah lounge. I just remember just melting into the seat. You didn't feel that feeling at all, or you were just like more feeling the alcohol?
Because I was already like maybe 4 or 5 beers deep when he gave me the lean.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I tried it a bit. It tastes fun, but I don't think I want to mess around with lean. I don't know. I have like a weird thought process. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to mess around with my liver too much, but you know, here I am still drinking and drinking and drinking. It's like,
but that's like, I think that like, I don't mean to compare things because they're all kind of bad in its own way.
yeah.
But I think lean is a little bit worse.
No, yeah, definitely,
than
because
alcohol.
That's a cough syrup that's heavy on acetaminophen. Like if you mix that with alcohol, that's definitely gonna mess up the liver. So, and apparently, like messing up your liver kind of adds to the effect that people feel. Or I don't know. I have very little experience. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean that's how it was described to me. Like, oh yeah, you know, it'll f you up real good. Like, I'm not trying to get messed up like that, man. I want to, you know, enjoy myself. But yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
lean.
Yeah, so let's keep going down all the just the levels and just everything. Just describe how they, you know, how they made you feel, and you know, just so like the viewers like haven't tried it can understand what you tried and how they make you feel.
All right.
So like, okay, so what was the next on the list? Was
next on the list? Well, I mean,
alcohol. I think it was alcohol, but we all know how alcohol. You either
alcohol.
Crazy drunk. Is there anybody that's really chill while they're drunk? Like a quiet drunk. I've never met one.
I've had my moments where I just sit and watch people when I'm like.
You're a quiet drunk?
Yeah. Well, not like all the time. I mean, there are moments where like I've had a lot in me. I'm just like sitting, just wobbling, like I'm just looking at people, listening to music.
I really can't speak on it because I've never seen you. I probably just seen you drunk, maybe never. I was gonna say 5 times. I have my hand up like that, but I've seen him drink 5 times, maybe, but I never seen him drunk at all. He might have seen me drunk. For Lily's thing, I was pretty lit. That's when I lost my girls that I'll never find again. $500 down the drain. When else did we get lit? Christmas, or was it Christmas?
I believe it was Christmas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when we had Hennessy. But yeah, I'm definitely not a quiet drunk at all. I cannot be. I'm already not quiet as is. Okay, I am quiet. You guys might catch me not saying a lot in person, just because I'm observing. I'm just trying to see how people move and just, you know, are. But when I'm just lit, I'm like, I'm Rudysmithh now, but when I'm lit, I'm Rudysmithh with 2 H's. That's an alter ego of mine that my friends always make fun of me. Shout out to the Shed Boys, Anthony, Zarek, everybody, Cam, Gary, P, 7, Aaron, Rod, Yetta, everybody. They all call me Rudysmithh with 2 H's when I'm lit.
Nice.
But yeah, so we all know that. So
Mm-hmm.
what was the next one? Psychedelics.
Psychedelics, yes.
Tell me about that.
All right.
Did it
So,
inspire you? What did it make you feel? Levels.
all right.
Put me on.
Well, okay. When it comes to psychedelics, I've tried two, acid, mushrooms. I would not recommend acid. Maybe
Why?
if you really want to try it. I mean, it's cool. Um, everything's it's kind of hard to describe, but your body feels a little weird.
Yeah.
Everything looks a little weird, kind of like everything's normal. But if you really look carefully, maybe that box doesn't have sharp edges. Maybe they're like wavy edges. Slightly.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
So you're like keen to everything, basically. Your senses are more keen, like your visuals is just more keen.
Somewhat, yeah, but acid, it's like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not coming to me, but it's kind of like a manic high. Like everything just going like spastic. Everything's just go, it's wild, you know. And it also kind of affects your mind. Like I've had a time where I did it in my room. I'm laying in bed, and I'm just staring at the wall. I mean the ceiling, and I stared at the ceiling for like a good hour or two, because in my mind, I mean, stuff was moving around. And I'm like, whoa, this is heavy. I probably shouldn't be moving around. I shouldn't leave. I should just, focus on that. It's really hard, and it's hard to describe. It's really weird. It's kind of fun if you do like a super small dosage, but if you get too high up, it's just you're not gonna have a good time. And my dumbass did it in a public space at the time. At the moment, it seemed cool, but once I realized where I was,
Yeah.
I was just hit heavy with anxiety and like a minor panic attack. Like I gotta get out of here. But it was also pretty cool. Okay, so when I did it in a public space, I saw this band Health, all caps Health. They're like a heavy electronic band.
Yeah.
I saw them perform, and it was like one of my favorite shows ever, because they had all the lights off in the venue, and it's just a stage, some lights here and there. In my state of mind, it was like a dream experience.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like something out of a dream, with like just weird lights and the smog, or the fog machine,
Yeah.
and then the heavy music. It was awesome. But once they finished their set, and I realized I was in a venue surrounded by a lot of people, and I happen to know a couple of the bartenders and security guards. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I'm high out of my mind. I can't be here. These people know me. I kind of I practically work with these people. I really shouldn't be here.
This high,
Yeah,
where they can notice how ridiculous high I am.
yeah. Like it was wild, and oh, okay. Let me go off on like a minor tangent. A little funny story that happened. So after the band finished their set,
Yeah.
everyone's heading to the bars, get a drink or whatever. And I was with my buddy Jack.
Yeah.
And
So it's one of his best friends from childhood.
We
Yeah.
go way back, way back.
Way back. Really cool dude. You might see him
Yeah.
on the podcast.
But yeah, I told him, I asked him if he wanted something from the bar, because
Yeah.
I was homies with bartenders, and like, all right, cool. So I found a line, and I stand and I wait in line, and
Yeah.
then I hear just like some dude just really loud, like, "Are you effing serious? Come on, man!" And like in my mind, I'm like, "Damn, someone's about to get knocked out or something. What's going on here, right?" But I ignored it, and like 2 minutes pass, and then that's when it hits me. Holy crap! I just cut in line, and that guy was yelling at me. But like I was like messed up. I'm just like once I realized that, like the anxiety just rose up again. Like oh man, this is all bad. Like I don't know. I just became like super. Like I did not want any type of confrontation at all. I just wanted to like just get the drinks and just get out. I mean,
Wait, so did you go to the back of the line or you stayed there?
no, I stayed there. Yeah, I
Crazy,
stayed there,
bro.
and yeah, I get up to the bar. I tell the guy like, yeah, let me just get a beer for the homie, and like, you know what? I'm not gonna get anything to drink. Just give me a bottle of water. And like, I noticed he gave me like a weird look, but it's like, okay, whatever. So he got me the beer and a bottle of water. I gave him my card. He gives me the paper to sign. I'm just like I was like really shaky from the acid. So I'm just like scribble. Here you go. And I just got my stuff and I just got the hell out of there. And I told my buddy what happened. And like let's just finish our drinks and just get out of here. and we spent the rest of the night at a local arcade that was open up super late. And by the time the arcade closed up, I was I was a lot more mellowed out. But yeah, um, acid. It's weird. It's always it's kind of like gambling with psychedelics.
Yeah, you might win some, you might lose some.
Yeah, but okay, going to another category, psychedelics, mushrooms. That though, I highly recommend everyone should try mushrooms at least once in their life.
So there's a difference between mushrooms and acid tabs.
Yeah, definitely. Like acid, I feel it's more like just it's all over the place.
It's a gamble,
Yeah,
like you said.
and mushrooms, it's a bit more. It's more like of an inner high.
Hmm.
You know, you could have just just a cap and a stem, just a little bit, or you could have like a whole eighth. As long as you're in a good state of mind. Excuse me. But I mean, there's a reason why there's some psychologists and some doctors that are using psilocybin like a key component of magic mushrooms for like depression and other sorts of PTSD treatments and the like. Because I mean, it really does help people. Like you become more in touch with yourself. Whether you're going off on a hike and you do a little bit of mushrooms and you're just like, okay, cool. You're one with nature. You get a bit more deep in thought. It helps you clear out some things that have been bothering you or what have you, or you could hang out with some friends and just just go ham and just have a wild time. But always when it comes to psychedelics, make sure you have at least one sober person to help bring you down to earth. Because sometimes you go out there and you just like everything's a conspiracy, everything's wild.
Really?
They're all out to get you. Like sometimes, yeah. Like some people, they don't have they go in like kind of wary, like they're like, I don't know. But like if you go in with a negative mind, you're definitely gonna have a negative experience. You gotta make sure you have a positive state of mind right when you go into it. Stay positive. Try to stay in control. It's gonna be a good time. If you're like, nah, I don't know, it's gonna be weird. Okay, I'll try it. Yeah, you're probably gonna have a bad time. It's like you really gotta make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, and just have a good time. Always start off in small doses, always, because there's like small. You start off with small dose. It feels good. Okay, you could add more to it. You increase it, have a good time. But if you start off with a lot, there's no coming down from that. So, like, you really gotta be careful with that kind of stuff.
So,
always.
A question.
Yeah.
Because this is one thing that kind of stops me from ever doing anything like that is, like you said, the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider being in the right state of mind? Because that's something that I struggle with personally, understanding what is a right state of mind, because I don't know what a right state of mind is. I don't know if I'm in a right state of mind, and I could be. I don't know. You get me? So what would you consider being in a right state of mind?
I just right state of mind, just pretty much just understanding what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into, and just telling yourself that it's gonna be a good time. If you go in with doubts, it'll just be amplified as you go along with the trip. I mean, everyone, they have their doubts, but as long as you focus on, I guess, the positive aspects, it's going to be a good time. It'll help me reflect, help me understand this and that.
Does it help with this and that, reflect?
It's helped me plenty of times. There was actually this one time where I kind of did way too much than I should have.
Yeah.
And I was just the whole night just reflecting on a lot of my failures in life. And it was just like once the trip was gone, I cried myself to sleep. So I was like, damn, I spaced off for a second. So that tequila I had earlier. What was the question?
You're talking about you taking way too much, and I forgot too, man. To be honest with you, we were talking about state of mind.
Yeah, state of mind.
And you was talking about that you took way too much.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all we do. I mean, as humans, we just can't help but think about, the good and the bad. Sometimes with certain substances, it's amplified. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
amplifies everything. It amplifies your creativity, amplifies your emotion. I know me personally, when I'm on substance, when I'm drunk, I usually do a lot of drunk texting. You know who you are. I drunk text you all the time. All the time. All the time. I ain't going to say your name, but you know who you are if you're watching this. I don't know if you are, but yes, I do a lot of drunk texting. And just because I'm a water sign, bro. I'm an emotional person. Do you know? What are you again? What?
I'm an Aries, born on the cusp of Pisces. I'm born. I was born on like the first or second day of Aries, so I have some Pisces characteristics in me.
That is right.
So
Pisces. Pisces are weird, bro. I don't think you do characteristics of Pisces. Pisces they're hot and cold at all time. I don't think you're hot and cold at all time. You're pretty mellow.
I try to be mellow.
No, you've always been kind of mellow. You always been kind of to yourself and just chill. You never been
Yeah. I don't like getting too wild. I'm not a fan of having a lot of attention.
Yeah, bro. You've always been mad chill, man. You've always been super chill. Yeah, me personally, bro, I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm becoming myself. And I'm a chill guy, but I'm freaking emotional, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I carry things really strong. Like, I think that's why I'm low-key kind of scared to do psychedelics. Because I'm an emotional being.
Well, yeah, it's somewhat inevitable. Like, you try it a little bit, you'll have something on your mind, you'll have a good time. If you try it again, something else will pop into your mind, and then that'll be where the emotions come in. It's I mean, yeah, just human nature. We just can't help but to think about stuff, whether it's logical or emotional.
It's crazy, bro. You actually kind of convinced me to just give a little bit. Try it a little bit.
Yeah, just try a little bit. Just try a cap and a stem. That's like the tiniest amount.
A cap and a stem. I can just try like half of that.
Well, that's already like a baby dosage. But
so half of that, do you think it'll hit me?
You'll get a light boost. I mean, I have a homie. She told me whenever she'd go on first dates or whatever, like she'd always super nervous. So with her pre-dating ritual, she would eat a cap and a stem, and it would just like give her a little boost, and she's a lot more confident. She's not nervous, just talking blah blah blah. But I mean, yeah, if you do like half of that, yeah, you'll feel like a slight boost. But I mean, if you really want to experience the psychedelic nature of it, you're gonna have to do a bit more than that. But I mean, if you're just starting off, yeah, just a little baby amount.
I just would want to do it just to reflect, because right now, like I told you earlier, this state of mind that I am is that I'm all in here. I'm all trying to grow in here. Because one thing that I had this conversation with my friend the other day, that I try XYZ, elemental P. I try all these things, but one thing I was never really thinking is that I had to take the little steps in between all of that. I would just kind of just take big chunks of it instead of taking little pieces of it. So I feel like me trying it would actually help me better prepare myself for everything that's to come. That's why I'm kind of interested in it, to be honest with you. But I'm still scared, like I said, because I'm emotional as hell. I feel like I'm going to cry.
Well, I mean, if you go in with those doubts and those feelings,
I am.
It's going to happen. Yeah, you just got to make sure you just maybe meditate beforehand. Just like, okay, the universe has its ways, blah, blah, blah. Do a little amount, see where you go. But
what things do you recommend doing it? Just chilling, or do you think adventure?
A little bit of both, maybe.
Like a chill adventure?
Mostly I've done it chilling, but I've had a few homies that love going on hikes.
Hikes?
Yeah.
Like exercising while being on it?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like it's fun.
You'd think so, but just something about mushrooms just opens you up more to the world around you. or like your immediate surroundings.
For real?
Yeah, like if you're like one of those hippie types, you'll love nature even more. You might even hug a tree or two. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I mean it's not outside the realm of possibility. Yeah, just some people really enjoy going on hikes while on shrooms.
I kind of wanna try it and go to LA County Fair, but I feel like I'm gonna spend so much money.
Shrooms at the LA County Fair?
No, you don't recommend that?
Nah. Well, from my experiences, psychedelics and big crowds, big no.
Okay.
You'll freak the f out. I mean, if you're trying to, try a little something at the LA County Fair, just get like an edible or something.
Oh no.
Nah?
I don't do edibles, bro. And let me tell you the story of why I don't do edibles.
What's up?
When my friend Anthony turned 21, we went to Vegas, and he had 4 edibles, correct? 4 edibles just ready. Like, he prepped for this trip. Oh, yeah, I got 4 edibles that we're going to try. I said, all right, cool, bet, awesome. We bought mad liquor, all this type of things. And I think we got there at like 2 o'clock. We got like a little sweet, and I tried half of a Rice Krispie that was 75 milligrams. It was 2 o'clock, right? So we went and got food. 6 o'clock came, it still didn't hit me. I was like, damn, bro, I don't think it hit me. But you know what happened next?
It hit you.
Oh, no, not yet.
What's up?
So around 9 o'clock, we were like, okay. So I take another half of a 50 milligram. I was like, we were chilling in the suite, hanging out, all that good stuff. It's like 12 o'clock at night at this point. So it's been like 10 hours, like a 10-hour gap. Nothing's hit me. I go to bed because it's like I was tired. And just to let you guys know, that's my mom in the background. I don't know what she's doing back there.
I heard ice.
She's probably grabbing something to drink. But 12 o'clock hits, and my friend Garrett calls me, a.k.a. Dracar. You can see him on our featured artist. Calls me at like 12-ish. No, like 2-ish o'clock in the morning. Man, I felt like Lazarus rising from the dead because it hit me real hard. I remember just waking up because I fell asleep on the hotel floor.
Oh, shit.
So the balcony, I was facing the balcony, and I remember telling in my head, like, oh, man, I'm finna die like one of these movies. My dad's gonna kill me. I'm already dead, but my dad's gonna kill me even more. I'm gonna die. And I was just like thinking to myself, like, damn, I'm gonna die. Because I just hadn't, I don't know if it's an anxiety attack that I had or whatever the case was. I don't know. I was just tripping balls. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably an anxiety attack. Because, yeah, usually when someone has an edible or they puff a lot, it's the paranoia hits, and you get heavy breathing, your heart rate increases.
Yeah, because
yeah, it was definitely anxiety.
It was terrible. The girlfriend I was dating at the time, you know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name. I had to give her a call to kind of calm me down, and I'm kind of glad that she we had the connection that we had at the time. Because that kind of like warmed me down. But as soon as I got off the phone with her, it hit me right back, and I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital or something. You ever have like one of those off of edibles?
Me, never. No, but I actually know someone that had a similar experience. She actually ended up going to the hospital. I'll share that story another time.
Yo,
right now.
That's crazy, man. My friends called me Lazarus for the whole entire year.
Yeah.
That Vegas trip was just crazy for me. I'll never forget that. It was just anytime I do anything, bro, I'm super random. I like to go out and just explore.
Yeah.
So I remember just getting into a lot. That Vegas trip, we almost got in a fight with some Crips because I was with my friends and they were talking to two strippers, And I guess earlier that day, those strippers were beefing with these pimps, crips that were crips or pimps or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And they they pressed these girls. And one of my boys was like, Troy, shout out to Troy. He was like, yo, don't talk to the female like that. That's a female. It was like 5 of them. They were like, what's up? Like, what you gonna do about it? Yeah, bro. They pressed us, and yeah, man, it was just a crazy night. They ended up getting 2 other girls, and we met up with some random dude that does something for Tom Ford, and he was getting us drunk all morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy, bro. Crazy night. Crazy Vegas trip. I would want to do that again. Very, very tight, man. For me, bro, I'm weird like that, man. I like experiencing things more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go out, I want to experience. Like if I go to a club, it's not to talk to women or anything like that, or to get danced on or anything like that. It's to experience.
Mm-hmm.
You get me, man? And I think that's why I really want to try it, is to experience. But if it's anything like edibles, I don't want to do it.
It's a bit more energetic. I feel like weed just mellows you out, especially with edibles. I mean, it mellows out the body, but I mean,
Maybe I took too much.
Maybe, yeah, because I mean, you don't really, or at the time, you didn't like consume a lot, did you?
I think prior to that, I've done it once, and it was like 4 hours. Like it was like a 4 hour trip. No, not even a trip. It was just 4 hours, like 4 hour high, basically.
All right.
I remember I did it at high school down the street right here, and yeah, it was just really. I had to go to bed, and I remember I woke up depressed. It's like, man, is this really my life? But yeah, the other time I didn't wake up depressed. I just was like, damn, I'm glad I woke up another morning. I'm glad I'm not dead. That was just my mindset. Yeah. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Eventually, maybe we'll do something that we can do that. Maybe maybe we do something cool in the future, or we try that.
Yeah, I'm always down to expand the mind, so to speak.
I'm always
have a good time.
I'm trying to expand it too. So I mean, hey, if you guys have any recommendations on how to expand your mind or how you expand your mind, leave a comment down below, and like, or just like, leave your opinion on this. This is our first podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching from the future, you could kind of see how it gets better and better. You know, it's the first episode's a little rough, but you know, you'll see. We'll get better and better.
I think today's conversation was pretty cool. We talked about substance and how it controls an individual in a good way or a bad way, and the influences it has. I think that's a tight subject that we had today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Damn, bro. I've been kind of, the reason why I've been on my phone is just to keep track on time. We actually been doing some work right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it? I haven't been paying attention.
7:14.
Cool. Yeah, we definitely already got like an hour's worth.
Yeah, man. So
that's dope.
This is It Be Like That. Please go follow my man's
9-inch nails. One word, all lowercase.
Is that Instagram, Twitter? Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys could bother me on anything. It's the same thing for every single thing. It's Rudysmithh with 2 H's. Bother me. Send us things.
Yeah, send us stuff. Also, before I forget, I'm also on Twitter again because I haven't used that thing in forever. The handle is 9, the number 9-inch nails altogether. Yeah, you know, talk to us.
Yeah.
Share your thoughts. And
yeah. Wait, real quick, didn't you say you was gonna do something?
I was about to, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so before we leave you guys, I'm gonna leave you with a little random bit of trivia. Did you know sometimes while climbing, sloths will accidentally grab their own arm instead of a branch, thus plummeting down to their death.
God damn. That's messed up.
Yeah, it be like that.
Yeah, be like that, man.
Roll
All right,
credits.
man. Y'all enjoy. Y'all go listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, check us out. And we hope to hear from you guys soon and very often. Want to keep on hearing from you guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep on talking. See what we got.
Yeah. You guys
right.
have a good one.
Stay up.
Peace.
Yeah. Look, running out with the gang, huh? Give money, blow money till they pay ya. I ain't tripping, but the big homie.